Hello and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley and my guest today is Oregon Senator Arnie Roblan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Today we're in Portland. We're working on a new kind of collaboration between the Penwar Group and the Oregon Coast Economic Summit. And I remember way back the day when you and your fabulous assistant Rosie kind of created all of this. And now look what it's turned into.
It's been exciting to have you along for the ride. So thanks for being here all that time as well. It came out of some conversation I had when I was Speaker of the House and one of the co-speakers. I went to a conference and I came back and shared it with Rosie, and Rosie said, we can do this. We should do this for the coast. And that was 6 years ago now. And we've been in all of the native people's casinos in my district because they've been really great hosts.
Oh, yes.
And it's been really great
Lovely
to have that ability. Facilities, they do meals for us. They make it so that our local government officials can come at very little cost. And this year, I've been working with a group called Penwar, Pacific Northwest Economic Region. And it's made up of the 5 western states of Alaska, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, and the 5 western provinces and territories of Canada. So that's British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Northwest Territories, and the Yukon. And it's an organization that's been around since 1991. And I got involved a number of years ago, actually about the same time when I was Speaker, and decided that I really liked that organization. It was about the economies of the region. Canada and the U.S. are the biggest partners in trade that exist in the world for each other. 400,000 people cross that border every day. There's a lot of kinds of influence, and the northwest part of Canada and the northwest part of the United States have a lot in common.
Yes.
And our economies are joined. And so I thought it would be a good thing to be involved with. They have a lot of rural communities, like we have rural communities on the coast, and I started getting involved, became a vice president. It takes 4 years from the time you start as a vice president, because there's 2 vice presidents from the U.S. and 2 from Canada. And eventually you work into president. That happened this year.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Talking with Rosie, she said, we can't handle 2 of these things, so let's see if Penwar would allow us to do our Coastal Caucus in Portland. And the Portland Business Bureau had been asking us to come a little bit because they have put in their planks in the Oregon Business Plan, helping out rural Oregon. And they've been coming to our summit, and they said, if you're going to be there, why not come up and we can help and do some things in Portland to showcase what we're trying to do with the economies on the coast. And so that's really the driving factor behind us. When you live in places like that, high school principal, you recognize that having an economy, having jobs on the coast makes everybody healthier and happier. And so how do we make those things happen? And we're starting to see that coming back. We're starting to see a little bit more investment in the coast. And so this was an opportunity to share with the rest of the people. And in fact, some state senators in Washington asked to see what we've done in the Coastal Caucus, so we've given them brochures so they can maybe do something in their state.
Sure.
We've had Eastern Oregon people come over and say, you know, we want to start our own kinds of things. So our goal is to help every locality and every rural area find what's the best in them and how do we make it. Because the truth is, it's like anything else. If our economy grows, other economies grow. We want all to work together. It's about lifting all ships, not our group against your group. And that's what Penwar's been. So it's really exciting to be a part of this year. It helps us get to know other people in new markets. And I'm really excited that we're here.
Well, you touched on something from the people that I've been interviewing today that people consistently are saying is that it's so nice to be in a group like this for the first time so we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Right. I mean, if you don't talk to each other, if you suffer silently thinking that you're the only one that's having these problems, you don't recognize that there's all these other people out there trying to solve the same problems. And sometimes something that has come to them isn't really a great fit for them, but it really might be a good fit for someplace else. And so if you have those connections, you have these aha moments, and they can come, infrastructure is the same for everybody. They all need roads and stuff. We need to have conversations about how best to do that. The Canadians have done some partnerships with public and private partnerships to build new roads and do some things that are unique and interesting. We've tried it. We've got it. It's called P3, so partnerships combined with government to build new infrastructure. And we have actually one plan that we did in this last legislature to allow a bridge across the Columbia up at Hood River to do a public partnership to try to fix this road that's very narrow. And if you've ever gone across it,
many times,
and we have all this traffic.
Old windsurfer.
Oh yeah, there you go. That they would really like to enlarge it and do some other things, and they've got some partners that may be interested. So it's those kinds of synergetic things when you start talking to people that lead to new opportunities for our local areas. And that's what we're all about.
Thank you, Arnie. We appreciate your work.
You.
I wish you the best of luck as you continue in this new capacity and in your position in the legislature, and we thank you for watching. I'm Dana Cowley. This is Charter Local Edition Northwest.